Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Yin Yoga with Matt. Today I've put together a short morning routine that we're going to dive into. And all you're going to be needing for today's class is a block. So we're going to be working this morning on opening up our hip area, groin, hamstring a little bit. And that should last about 20 minutes roughly. So today the goal is just to loosen up, enjoy this morning practice, and wake up together. So thank you for joining me on the mat. So we're going to start right away by placing a block in front of us. And we're going to go into butterfly position, but this time we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to place our feet on the block, sole of our feet together, and then we're going to pull the block in, just like I'm doing. So we're going to take one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to bring our arms underneath and around, grabbing the block and leaning forward. So this is going to provide you a different variation in terms of the sensation. So you should be experiencing them in your glutes and not really too much in your inner groin compared to regular butterfly. So let's reconnect with our breath here, lowering ourselves forward until we find our edge, and then softening into the asana. So we can slowly raise ourselves back up. I'm going to place the block aside for now. And then we're just going to bring the right foot on top of the left knee, squaring off our hips for square pose. So let's sit up straight here, taking one big inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to walk our fingertips forward, finding our edge again, and then softening into the asana. You should feel a deep stretch in your right glute right here. Remember to drop your shoulder blades back and down, loosening up the neck and not creating any more tension than necessary. So let's slowly walk our hands backwards. And then we're just going to switch our legs around. So this time we're going to be placing the left foot on top of the right knee, squaring off our hips. Sitting up straight. One big inhale. Exhale, let's walk our fingertips forward. Finding our edge again. You should feel the sensation in your left glute. And we're just going to be holding it here. So let's slowly walk our hands back, uncrossing our legs. And from here, we're just going to be working on the hamstring a little bit. So we're going to bring the left leg in, aligning our left foot along the edges of the right thigh, and then we're going to turn our hips facing that right leg. Let's take one big inhale here. And on the exhale, let's walk our fingertips forward. You should start feeling a stretch in your hamstring. And if you want, you can place a block on top of your thigh and rest your forehead on it for support. And from here, we can raise our upper torso, walk our hands back very slowly. And you can transition to the other side on your own time, bringing the right leg in with the right foot along the inside edge of the left thigh, squaring off our hips. With the left leg, we're going to take one big inhale. Exhale, we're going to slide our fingertips forward, finding our edge, and then you can use the block for support. So let's walk our hands back slowly, raising our upper torso and getting out of this gentle hamstring stretch. Gonna invite you to turn around facing the front of your mat, lowering yourselves down onto your backs. And then we're gonna be placing the block just like at the base of our hips for support. So from here, we're gonna be crossing the right leg over the left one, bringing our knees in and then grabbing onto our feet into reclined shoelace. So just kind of soften up here, reconnecting with your breath. And we can slowly release our legs. If the block slide away and kind of move out of the way, that's okay. Don't worry about it. It's just more of like a stopper than a support in this position. So from here, we're going to cross the left leg over the right this time, bringing our knees in and then grabbing onto our feet, pulling into a reclined shoelace. Don't worry about how it looks. Depending on your flexibility level this morning, it might look something similar like me or not at all, and that's totally okay. And we can uncross our legs, releasing this asana and just noticing how it feels. It should feel really good. So with our legs firmly planted on the floor, we're going to go into supported bridge. So we're just going to lift our hips up here, take the block and place it just at the base of your spine on your sacral bone. And from here, we're going to extend the legs in front of us, palms up towards the ceiling, head on the floor, and just allowing the front of our hips to open up softly without much efforts. This feels really good. It should be relaxing. I'm just going to set this up here. And from here we can bend our knees 90 degrees, firmly planted our feet on the floor, lifting our hips up and placing the block on its lowest setting at the base of our spine again. So supporting ourselves here, we're just gonna raise our legs up in the air with a slight angle in our knees. It's a great asana to bring all the pulling blood from our legs back to our heart and lungs, getting fresh oxygen and improving our circulation. So from here we can bring our legs back down, feet on the floor, 90-degree angle in our legs. Now lift our hips up and move the block aside. And we're going to extend our legs for Savasana. Just taking a moment to notice how we feel. Noticing the energy circulating much better within our bodies and minds. Feeling the fresh air coming in through our nostrils. And then leaving our body. So I'm going to invite you to stay lying down while I come up to the seated position. Just enjoy your Savasana while I conclude this class with you today. So I hope you enjoyed this short 20-minute Yin Yoga morning class with me and that you feel great afterwards. Please subscribe to my channel. Share it with your friends and family members or on social medias. Or you can donate to my PayPal account, which a lot of you are doing here and there, which I truly appreciate. And it's the only way that I support myself through this channel anyways. So thank you so much for all of you that do that. It's always much appreciated. And myself, my wife, and baby Milrose say a big thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So hands at our hearts. I'll close my eyes. Like I said, you can stay in Savasana for as long as you want before leaving today's class. But for me, until next time, Namaste. See you again. Bye.